Yay! What I want to do is another option was for me to record this, and it happened before, and I don't know, but the other ones I wasn't able to,
So
so I
we
may or
are
may not be able to.
we're
So
live.
hey, we're doing the thing where, oh my gosh, does this work? Does that work?
Test.
Testing. Is this on? Hello, hello. Here we are in another episode of Laughter, Levity, and maybe a few life lessons. And tonight I have a special guest for April Fool's Day. I have a very good friend, a humorist, an improviser, an author, a speaker, and I think she's also a really good prankster. Lisa David Olson, how are you today on this lovely April Fool's Day?
It's my holiday, man. It is my holiday. So this is great that we could do an evening one because I catch your daytime ones whenever I can. And this is very nice of you to work around it.
Hey, we got to work around talent. We have to work around what is special in our lives.
All your divas.
Yeah, all the, makeup. Oh, that's me. So what's really fun is you've done different pranks through the years, either at work and you've also done some pranks at home. What have been the most fun that you have had on pranks that you've done for people?
The fun part of it is when other people figure it out, but then they don't share it with the other people. So now you've got other people in on it. So it's just like laughter in an office or at home. When someone hears laughter, they want in on it. Back in the days, way back when we used to be able to go to restaurants, if you heard a table next to you laughing and roaring and laughing, you would look and you want in on it. And if it's me and Julie, we're going to say, on the count of 3, let's laugh harder than them because we're going to have the best table. So to me, the best part of a prank is that it doesn't offend somebody or hurt them physically, although that happened to me just in January, and that people are in on it, and it brings people together, just like humor. A prank can bring people together. Of course, there's those wild ones that are more bad or painful.
I remember a painful prank that one of my sisters played on my dad growing up. I had runners. We had a runner from the garage door through the kitchen to the kitchen table. So a runner that's got it plastic and then it's got those claws underneath it.
Yes. Do they even make those anymore? I remember those.
Yes, thank you very much, Lisa. That was a long time ago. I appreciate that.
For our younger friends, those were really mean rugs.
Yes, and you do not want those flipped over and walk on those with your bare feet, as my father did.
Oh.
And my dad was a big guy. He had a big voice, a big personality, and everybody knew when he stepped on those because we heard a ah!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we laugh at that, but then we also say, yeah, that was kind of mean. But I'm glad I didn't do it. Because, then so have you ever done this? Have you ever done a prank and then let it go for a very, very long time and you don't let people know that you did it?
Oh, that's usually my goal, but unfortunately I've got this reputation where people blame me even if I didn't do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What was one you told me? It was when you worked, I think, at the hospital. There were a couple of funny ones that you did, and I don't remember what they were, but I remember it was people in your office.
Yes, I did the quarterly, and this one just works out because I say it's the first quarter, end of first quarter, so we have chair maintenance. So everyone needs to bring their desk chair to the maintenance department. Now, anybody that had worked with me either already fell for it or called BS. But there was one guy who was newer. Always love the new guys. Always love the new employees because it's like fresh audience. So I tell him it's end of the first quarter. Take your chair down to maintenance. They'll check your chair for you. So he's got his chair because it's the desk chair on the wheels, and he's going through. Oh my God. And I'm behind him just laughing, and he takes it down to the maintenance guys, and they had no idea that I did this to him. So he goes, "Here's my chair." These 3 guys are at their desk. So that was kind of funny. And then they figured it out quickly because I was right behind him. So then they said, "Oh, just take it to the basement." And he goes, "Okay." There's no basement.
I have to go get Kleenex. I shouldn't have worn waterproof mascara. And you have a really dry delivery. And it's so good. So good.
I used that joke whenever there was a news. So I was in a different department. I used it on a gal named Melissa. And she was in her chair and she said, I'm not giving up my chair. They're going to have to pry it from me. Girl had some attitude. So on my break, I went and I paid one of the maintenance guys. I bought him breakfast to go in and say, I'm sorry, but it's time. We've got to take your chair. She was ticked. She gave up her wheeled desk chair and she sat on one of those, just a regular conference room, no wheels chair. Very, very upset. This is upset typing. So to get me back, once she figured out her actual chair was just around the corner with a ha-ha note on it, she didn't let me know that she was pregnant and everybody else got to know. So
that really broke your heart, didn't it?
She was so funny. That's all she had. I don't have to raise the kid. It ain't mine. But I don't think. But we're friends today still. And I think that kid is probably 11 or 12. And I still laugh whenever I see that kid. I'm like, I remember when you were in the mama's belly. I remember very well because she was upset with me. And we are very good friends. And she's just a great person. But she's in my book on that. So, yeah. I love when people oh, that book. Thank you. I really wasn't meaning to plug, but she's in it. And I just think that's funny.
Well, it's perfect. I realized after I introduced you as an author, I didn't have anything to back that up. Oh, yeah, she's an author.
Beep, beep, beep.
Back that up. Laughs on Rye. And also having that dry delivery, it kind of, it rhymes with laughs on rye.
Yes, yes.
God. So what I could have changed this to would be, this live could be just join me as I sit and laugh to Lisa's stories. God, what were some other ones? Oh, and you also invented, did you call it Cup Up There? Or what was the one where your coffee cup on top of a car? Your car?
I wish I could say I invented that, but it was inspired by a cartoon strip. And this was so many years ago. If you go to my Facebook page, Lisa David Olson, I did put the video there. I don't know if you caught that recently, Julie, but it's an old video where we videoed. Okay, anyways, you take an empty cup, and especially if you have a lid and a straw, back when straws weren't, contraband. And you have this complete to-go cup, and you double stick tape it and put it on top of your car on your driver's side. And you drive around, and people are passionate to say, you got a cup up there. There's a soda on top. And they're screaming it. But the funny thing is it's just a silly joke. So then we doubled up the joke. Then we added this caveat. If somebody's screaming it, we don't acknowledge it. You do the, hey, do I know you face, which is like this. Then we got bored with that. Not really bored. But after we did that,
you can only do that so many times.
We added a third layer, which was when you bring. Okay, so it was my nephew. We got him in the van. He doesn't know I stuck the cup up there. He's in the van, doesn't know why. People are jumping around the sidewalk going, hey, they got a thing up there. He has no idea. He's in the van. And then we were just doing and he had no clue why, because he didn't see the cup. So it got layered. It was so silly.
So the joke was on the people, the strangers, and it was on your nephew.
Yeah, there's got to be a word for that.
And I also like how you said it was a layered joke.
Yes, yes.
You heightened it. That's the art of improvisation, isn't it? Now
I would like to bring up a prank.
Oh, please do.
When you and I were at some brewery, and it was the first time we experienced, speaking of cup, it was Julie got stuck. Let's talk about that.
That's right. Oh, so we were on our way to the restaurant. Okay, I pretended to be stuck between the wall and a pillar. And I Lisa and I were the only one in the hallway going to the restroom. And I said, hey, Lisa, I'm stuck. And just then a group of women walked by to the restroom, and you added on to what was happening. You know, what you see, the thing that's great about you and me is we'll add on to what the other person is doing. No question at all.
Completely build on the whole yes and life. That is awesome.
It was more like a heck yeah. I have a hell yeah.
Yes, and.
You said to this group of women, can you please help my friend? She's stuck.
Did I not yank on your arm? Because in my mind, I pulled your hand.
It's very possible. And then I think I held back, like, I'm stuck. And then two of the I fit in there just right.
It was so meant to be.
It was meant to be, and it was just believable enough to look real. And a couple of the women in that group took your advice and said, hey, can we pull her? Let's pull her. So I had you and two other women pulling on me. Then we waited until they got out again. And I got back in there a couple minutes before they came out of the restroom. And I said, I'm stuck again. And then they helped me again. And remember when they walked away, one of them said, why does she keep doing that? Yes. Why does she keep getting stuck?
And I recall you did end up going to the bathroom because by then you really had to go. And didn't one of them say something to you in the stall next to you? I thought they said to another person in the bathroom, and you overheard them, what is wrong with her? What is wrong with her? Somebody needs some WD-40 in this place.
All up in that business. I forgot about that.
And then we went a different time, and you were stuck between the glass wall and an entrance of a restaurant and their signboard. They had like their menu board or something, and you were like, I can't. And you were obviously not stuck, but you were so, I can't. Can you help? And this guy is just like looking at you like,
you're on your own.
Just go around.
I think it was at the Ram in Schaumburg, and I tried to even get stuck between the ATMs. Would that work? And then since then, whenever I would go to any conference or, oh, hey, how about this? Is this a good spot to get stuck? And I'd send you a picture. Does this look like a good spot to get stuck? Like, is this a good, here, I could probably get stuck behind
this.
Yes,
please.
Maybe something like this. See, it's too soft a material.
You would think. But if one were to get stuck. Are you okay?
I don't know. It's got my neck.
Are you okay?
It's got my neck.
Oh my gosh. This happened to my mother once. She had to take a scarf back because it was too tight.
Yeah, and she thought it was going to be really pretty, but then it turned out. That just tickled my ear.
Why does she keep doing that?
Hi, Kay. Thank you for joining us. Kay says that's called contagion of laugh.
Oh, what contagion?
Oh, it's I'll get that contagion.
I don't see where you're doing comments on here. I don't have a little comment box.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's just, because it's alive.
Yeah,
I can
it's
just
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not from Minnesota, but you and I would talk like that quite a bit,
We sure can. Maybe we will in a little bit.
Yeah. Oh.
Challenge. You up for a challenge?
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
By the way, what was
So there was a time I surprised you and I came to see one of your shows.
Oh.
And didn't you get stuck? I'd like you to talk about your show, but then also you got stuck in the couch and that was scary.
Oh my gosh, I did. You remember all these good times. I didn't remember these.
I surprised you pretty good.
You were awesome. So, I was in a Second City group, a bunch of old farts. We were called Social Insecurity.
You guys were great. Seriously.
It was super fun. Absolutely super fun.
You guys were really, really a good group together. Really fun to watch.
And what was I don't use this word lightly, amazing.
I know. I use it sparingly as well.
And I think this is apropos. Amazing in the sense that, okay, I was saying hi to Joe. Some of his band members were there, and then all of a sudden, I see you and Todd, and you're holding flowers. Like, wait, what? What? And I think I might have let out a. Ah!
It was very lovely, and Joe knew, and he kept a secret. He had a secret.
It was this. It was totally
So
awesome. And and then when you and Todd were talking about coming to Chicago for the show, you probably said, "What?
This is the one you sent to me."
Oh, I was going to say.
You have one too?
Yes, that's what I was going to do. You have one
sent
too?
it to me.
Do you know why I question that? Because I'm a
Guinness.
So yeah, you know, it's always fun. So it's always fun to talk to you. Oh, what's that? Check out my Asana.
It sounds like a butt word, but it's really a yoga term.
Oh, see, and I think it's also a project management platform.
What?
It's a yoga thing?
Yeah.
I'm just here for Savasana. Yeah, me too. And you know what I have? I also have this.
Oh, jeez. You're so cute. What else do I have? Well, we're both digging for our stickers.
I've got this.
What you got? Oh, laugh.
Did you ever see the movie of it was a satire on a certain religion, and in the movie it takes place in high school, and this girl who is the leader of the Bible group, but she's a total biatch. And they're calling her out on not being very Christian, and so she throws the Bible at the back of someone's head, and she said, "I am filled with Christ's love." So I could take that same thought and I could chuck this rock at someone, and that would make them laugh, right?
Yes. And it would be, I'm sure, well received. And right now we have to keep distance, so the only way you can really spread laughter is through rocks. That's what I think.
Boom.
Boom. That was good.
Are you okay? Here,
I'm great.
Here, let me get a Band-Aid for you. That was a good catch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, my niece, I got this in the mail the other day from my niece.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, look at that. All that laughter. How old is she?
11.
She's so cute.
And then she says, "Stay safe with COVID-19.
Oh.
And then it says, "This is bananas."
Oh. Did she send you that, or that's just something you have?
She made it and sent it to me.
Very cute.
So why am I showing this?
Yeah, why are you showing this? My mom would smoke, and she'd have the long ash, and it would never fell. Hey, you guys get down and clean up your room. You can't go outside until you clean up your room. Put down that Twinkie. And that ash just sat there.
And it wouldn't fall, even with the jiggling back and forth?
No. There's sometimes I do this on a Zoom call, and I just, to see if somebody's funny, and it turns out not everybody is. It's just paper.
It's a really good way to test your audience.
It's a recipe card, that's all it is. See? It's just paper.
From here, it looks real.
Yeah. Watch this. Oh.
Well, it would be funny if you did that, and if you could leave some kind of mark that would indicate a burn mark.
Yes.
Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Continue with the call.
I'm going to try that, but I don't know if I'll get it back off. All right.
As if you just went to Ash Wednesday service.
Yeah, so I'm just trying out. Ow! Ow! Oh! What the? Smoking's bad, kids.
Yeah, it's not only bad for your lungs, it's bad for your forehead.
That won't come off either. That's really, really cheap lipstick. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. That's okay. I'll always remember you, Julie.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, us.
Oh, this is fun. So the main reason I started these lives was just to be goofy. And I thought, well, why don't I bring on some of my goofy friends in here and see what happens?
It's been cool to see your different guests. And I think your most recent one you met through a.a.a. So how long ago was that for us? 6 or 7? No. 8 years ago?
8 years ago.
That's amazing.
2012, and it was in Chicago.
And I remember, okay, so this is how you find out if people are funny or not, with my silly fake cigarette that I find funny, just amuse me. We found out at a.a.a. how we had the funny people at the table. And I can start the story and you can interrupt, okay? That's how I say it to Tom. I'll start and you interrupt. And I'm teasing. I'm only being serious. So they said, all right, it's the breakout thing and we're at the table and we need somebody to be the note taker. So somebody's the note taker. And what are you going to be the note taker? Well, I'll use this. And then it was, I forget the other one. Somebody has to be the leader. Oh, I'll be the leader. What are you going to use to be the leader? Oh, I'll put on my tiara or whatever. And then it was like, somebody needs to be the timekeeper. Who wants to be the timekeeper? And this lady brings up her purse and it's got a clock bigger than our heads. I'm sure I'm not telling this right, but
sounds right to me.
A clock in her purse, right? On the outside of her purse.
Yes, as if purse, and then I'll get a purse to demonstrate.
Do 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 do. Julie's gone to get a purse right now. Da 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 bum 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 bum. That Julie Ostra getting her purse now. There she is. Oh, yes. And it was a big clock built into her purse.
It was massive.
And Julie said,
Flavor Flav.
I knew it was coming and I still took a sip. What was I thinking? And that lady just looks, the room just kind of went, and the lady's just looking at Julie. And now Julie and I are just laughing so hard because I'm picturing her putting a purse around her neck with the, yeah, that's the face. So we just had our own little show. Sitting there, Flavor Flav. And she's going, what?
Flavor Flav.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think, it might have been something like, I think you and I might have looked at each other like this. What just happened? We got it. How come no one else gets it? Right?
Tough room. Tough table.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I like our timekeeper. That's what I don't think. Hey, you should throw that so we could see time fly.
Yes.
Julie, you've got too much time on your hands.
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Let's see what else. Time keeps on slipping. I guess I'm doing songies. Time. Ooh. Kay Meyer says the clock purse would be a great purchase for us traveling speech therapists. Hopefully you'll be able to travel again soon, Kay.
Yes, you have time to build your own clock purse, Kay. And we would love to see it.
And you know what? Sometimes I'm the person who answers this way when you ask what time it is. I will tell you how to build a watch. Have you done that? I found myself answering a question a little bit too long. And I said, sorry, I was droning on. If you ask me what time it is, I'll tell you how to build a watch.
Oh, I just give my human sundial. Where's the north? So I did do a prank today.
It is. You did what?
I did do a prank today.
Tell me.
My adult son is staying with us for a little bit before he goes off to college. So he just moved in over the weekend. So I had a new victim in the house. So it's been a while since we've had a kid in the house. a 22-year-old who's 6'6". I guess I can't call him kid. Anyway, so I left a note in his bathroom this morning, and that's also on my Facebook page, and I put blue painter's tape on the toilet in an X. And I said, I wrote a note that said, sorry, the plumbing went out in the night. You probably heard us or something like that. You're going to have to tinkle off the deck. Who says tinkle? Anyway. Yeah, me. And he did believe it because he had just woken up. But then Todd walked by and saw him just standing there just staring, probably potty dancing. I don't know. And said, Mason, think what day it is. So that happened.
Oh. And I didn't know exactly how the story was going to turn. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. And then Todd saw Mason standing off on the deck.
Yes, yes. And I said to Todd,
tinkling.
You know, because Todd scolded me. Anywho, like that does anything. And I said, you could have at least let him step out to the deck. I mean, come on.
Look, help me.
Yeah, just help me up.
Help you have a happier April Fool's.
Right. Do I ask for a lot? I do. But this
we're
is just
not talking about that right now. I ask for a lot, but we're not talking about that right now.
Yes, yeah. Don't deflect.
Pew, pew. What are you, Wonder Woman? Pew, pew. Wait, pew, pew.
Yeah, I think that's little guns. That's little cat guns. Pew, pew. I think you mean ting, ting, deflect.
Ting, ting.
Ping, ping.
Ow. Oh. So what I love the idea of just doing something silly. And whenever you and I would talk, we end up having guests on our show or even on our phone call.
Always. I can't believe they haven't stopped in yet.
I think they might. Ding dong.
I wonder if Kay could tell us, give us an old-time church recipe.
Mm-hmm.
And tell us maybe, maybe something your grandma would put together. What kind of a dish?
Oh, for the Sunday munchies after service?
I think so.
Yeah. So, Kate, what was there a salad? Was there a side dish that maybe your mother or grandmother brought to church?
Yeah. So we'll see if she's still there. Otherwise,
it's just us.
And that's okay. Because let's think of our topic. So we're going to need maybe a world problem to solve. What do you think that would look like?
Well,
and it should be silly. It shouldn't be a real one because that's not funny anymore.
It's not funny at all. A real problem would be something like maybe we're out of toothpaste. There's no more Well, that could be real. Okay, Kay says the Lutheran church basement. Nice.
I do believe Kay just wrote a great lyric for a country song.
Oh,
I got the church there. Oh, green Jello and half cup. Kay, also tell me what is on page 12. What is on page 12? Green Jello and very specifically a half a cup of cottage cheese.
No more, no less.
We don't know how much green Jello. Oh, and heavenly onions? Sharon, what is in that? The crushed.
You're gonna die. You're gonna go to hell if you eat heavenly onions.
Oh.
And then Kay says, special if you use crushed pineapple. Oh, Kay's from Minnesota. Or at least the cookbook is.
Something is. What part of Minnesota? I'm in Minnesota, if I didn't say that. So Sharon and Kay, if you can think of a world problem that these two ladies are going to have to solve, and it should be something silly. Ooh, gross. Oh. Tuna hot dish is a world problem. I think Tuna Hot Fish is the band that sang about I got the church cookbook on my nightstand.
I think it is Tuna Hot Dish. And then their side hustle is selling potato chips so they can put on top of the casserole.
So maybe these two ladies are going to figure out what booth they're going to have at the fair. So Kay and Sharon can figure out what fair we're going to have. Like what celebration, something fest. In our area in La Crosse, Wisconsin, right near me, there's Wiener Fest and Irish Fest, and of course Oktoberfest, and there's Beer to the Bluff Fest. And it goes on and on. Anything so you can say fest, because fest means let's get drunk. So if you guys want to think of that. Oh, wait. Okay. O.k.a. Okay, Miss Iowa. You're going to do the throwdown on Minnesota? Really? What is Iowa known for? Because we got 10,000 lakes. That's right.
And we do have another world problem from Sharon.
Oh, Sharon. Color. Oh, that's right, because everybody's got the hair issues right now. I work at a police department in the daytime, and one of the officers was asking for help, and I said, if you have a hazmat suit in my size, I've got really good scissors. And I just thought that didn't sound very nice, but I did it. Norway, Wisconsin has Lutefiskfest. There we go.
Oh.
So we are going to have our, what do you think? Our food stand will be at Lutefiskfest and corn.
Lutefiskfest.
We need 2 old lady names. We need 2 old lady names for us. So we got the Lutefiskfest. Maybe we call it the Loot Fest.
Loot for short. And then something to do with the green jello. I'm really gravitated toward the green jello
We can't ignore hot tuna, but you're right about the green jello, Julie.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a meeting. I think we can we'll put the hot tuna in a parking lot ad hoc.
You know, we can also talk about that offline.
Offline, yes. I think we can offline to talk about. Okay. What do you think? Should we ask if Sharon and Kay have names that we could use that are old ladies? Okay, we got a Martha out of Sharon.
Yep, we got a Martha.
And then we're getting our ideas. This is great. Thank you for your help, ladies. You've become the audience for our improv show.
That you didn't know you were attending.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Which means you ladies are also doing improv. So give yourselves a hand. Ben and Oli have their own joke book for real, and I forgot the wife's name. Lena. Oops, I just showed all my Minnesota, didn't I? That I knew immediately that Oli's married to Lena. Kay, is that book also on your nightstand? Oh, Edna? Edna and Martha. Okay.
Edna, perfect. Okay.
Which one are you, Jules?
I'm Edna.
Okay.
It just came out.
So that makes me Martha.
Well, you know what? I'm going to go get Edna. Okay, you guys, hang on. We're going to go get Edna and Martha.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Edna.
Yeah, Martha. Nope.
Edna. Wait, Martha. Oh, I forget. I think I'm going senile. I forgot
Martha.
who I am.
Marco.
Martha.
Polo.
Martha.
Martha. Polo.
Martha Polo. So, Martha, what you bringing to the fest? Have you decided on a dish yet?
I don't mean to brag.
Yeah.
But Frank still has the Loot Fest shirt from last year.
Oh, he still fits in
it? No, he doesn't exactly fit in it, but he still got it.
Oh, does he put it on his arm then? Because he ate so much lutefisk and all that other stuff?
I thought about making a quilt out of it, you know.
Okay, are you showing up yet? Or what?
No, or what?
Or what? Okay, so I'm ready for the meeting to start. Oh, Martha.
Yeah, Edna.
Who did your hair? And you know what? I am so glad that I had a break from the 4th grade kids. Those little putzes don't know any respect. Where's my lipstick?
Back in my day, kids listened and they heard.
Someone keeps saying I'm senile, but I don't know why this lipstick doesn't work.
So Frank was having his Loot Fest t-shirt, and he was trying to.
So you said he can't fit in it?
He sort of does. He was trying to do the laundry, and he's in the basement, and I'm up in the kitchen. I was making the green jello for the Loot Fest.
Yeah.
And he calls up, "Hey, Martha, what temperature do I wash my shirt on?" And I called down to him, and you know, men. I says to him, "What does it say on the shirt?" And he yells back up, "Loot Fest." Oh, for cry eye. You know, I ended up doing the laundry that day.
And then out of spite, you washed it in hot, didn't you?
I told you this one already. Did I? Oh, so Edna.
You only talk about it every weekend when we're together at the Lude Fest t-shirt wearing contest. I still have mine from 1974.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I used that in my quilt. You know, the one that I made for your great grandbaby?
Yeah.
With a little quilt. I used the t-shirts from the past Ludwig's Fest. I can't pronounce it because I just had some scotch. Yeah. So I just like to make all that stuff. And you're really good at making that jello. I'm real proud of you, Martha.
You know what happened, truth be told?
Tell me.
I was grating the carrots. Took off the tip of my finger, I did.
Oh, is that how you won the competition for the jello?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry to all the vegans out there, but somebody ate part of my finger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
No.
But, you know, my granddaughter gave me these. I think you say it's totally awesome, right?
Oh. Yeah.
I think that's kind of a swear word, though. I have a swear word in here, though. I don't know if Pastor Mike would really appreciate me wearing that on my shirt.
Did you try?
Like, I think now that's why I'm assigned to just filling out the flyers for the fest.
Is that how you got kicked off the church newsletter?
I sure did. And it's a real shame because I'm really good at finding typos, you know, here, Martha. I'm scared. I'm a little concerned about my position on the board. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to hold it much longer because my tongue gets a little bit away from me, you know.
You know, though, that Kay could sure help you. She keeps a lot of books on her nightstand, and they don't seem very relevant to going to bed.
No, she's real good at recipes, and I've also heard she's brought a lot of these recipes like the Lutefisk green jello for snack day in her 4th grade class.
Yeah, it's a real hit. I think when we open up our food stand, we should see if we can get the recipe from her.
You know, I wonder. You know what? We were talking the other day with Kay, and she was telling us her favorite recipe is on page 41. And so it would be nice to know if we, with her permission, use that at our booth, right?
Like if Kay was here right now, she could tell us what recipe is on the 41.
And that'd be great. You know, she always skips the meetings, or she comes late and she says, "Oh, here, I got page 41 for you," because somehow she's got really good hearing.
Can I tell you, though? She does the late thing just to make an entrance. You see what she was wearing?
Oh, she was wearing a muumuu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so on page 41, Kay, so you're saying that it's the
Oh, it's that keto vegan mayonnaise, so nobody's going to eat that.
Oh, I thought it was Swedish.
They also call that book paste.
Yeah, book paste. Oh, I know who in my 1st grade class ate paste. Do you know who in your first? Kevin Carlson.
I made out with him.
Yeah, dark hair, a real smart turtleneck. And there's also the sauerkraut and brown sugar and bacon, and you can put that in with the keto vegan mayonnaise, which I actually thought was Swedish, Kay. But I guess I'm not pronouncing that right.
Did you hear that the band that's going to be playing at the Lutfest?
What's that?
Hot Tuna and Chips.
Hot Tuna?
Yeah, they're like a country ska band. And they got a real hot bagpipe guy named Joe. He's the lead.
Do they also have an accordion, or is that a bagpipe?
It's a bagpiper.
A bagpiper.
You ever see a man in a skirt?
Yeah, and if you say it's a skirt, they'll punch you in the face.
They'll punch you right in the. It'll leave a mark right there.
You know what? And if they don't feel strong enough, they'll just put a burnt cigarette. They'll burn a. What am I trying to say? You know, they're trying to, the cigarette, and it makes a hole in your head, and then it's with ashes or something. It kind of look like you went to Ash Wednesday.
Sort of, but a little bit scabbier.
Yeah. Paste is tasty. Kay, I think she's the teacher of the year because she let her kids taste the paste.
But if you put paste and tasty together, you get pasties, and I know what those are.
Oh, I would say that's a different type of church event. Right?
Yeah.
That gets you closer to God?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how you make the tips so you can get more green jellos.
Yeah, watch your language there, Martha, with tips.
Yeah.
My first husband, Oli, liked the pasties. But then
Yeah,
I
Ollie
said,
did
"Oh,
like
you do?" And he said, "No, not those. Get your clothes back on, Edna. I just want those meat pies."
I remember Ollie loved to be by the water. Tell us the story about how that happened when you fell in that day.
Well, Ollie was telling me the joke about Inch Me and Pinch Me went down to the lake. Inch Me fell in, and who was left? And Pinch Me. So then he pinched me, and then he kept doing it because he had to repeat the joke because I was a little, I into the scotch, I guess. And so that final time he pinched me, he said, pushed me. So he pushed me in the water. And he was laughing, and I was kind of laughing, but I was also mad at him. So then when I got out of the water, I punched him in the face.
Well, that makes sense then why you always wore water wings after that. Everywhere you went, those bright pink neon water wings were your go-to.
Yeah, they were my go-to, and I also wore you remember how instead of wearing a skirt or tutu, I'd wear the Donald Duck floaty thingy?
The floaty duck.
Floaty. I'm having trouble with the Swedish language here. The floaty, that's what it's, the floaty.
The floaty.
The floaty.
But darn it, if you didn't get stuck in places wearing all them inflatables.
Yeah, I'm known for getting stuck in places, and that's also a good way to get sympathy because, Pastor Mike and Pastor Pete didn't really appreciate how much I would try to get attention. So it was kind of like the boy who cried wolf. It was the Edna who got stuck between the walls with the duck thing around her. But that was
I remember when you made. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's too long of a title.
I remember when you made the headlines in the newspaper on the windy day because I was holding on to you by your belt because it was so windy and you started to float up and you were like a balloon with all your inflatables and I didn't let go of your belt and some nice fireman helped get you down again.
Yeah, that's what community is all about there, Martha.
That's what community is about, getting Edna out of the sky. That was scary. I thought I was going to lose you.
Oh, I would have gotten stuck in a tree there sometime. And then, you know what? And then the fireman could have just rescued me like a little kitten.
You always have a plan. I admire that.
It's an art. Ollie taught me one thing, to always be prepared and don't trust people, especially when you're near the water.
That seems like two things. He was always a bonus giver. Why did you divorce him?
Oh, he died.
Oh,
I was mad at him for dying, so then I divorced him.
That's so dumb. That's great.
I can't see. Look how dirty these are.
Oh my God. Yeah, these are nothing.
I can't see a damn thing. These are old glasses.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, these are pretty old too. Anywho, if we get to Loot Fest,
Loot
Fest. We're going to open up our food stand.
I'm sorry, did you say Nude Fest?
Nude Fest. Or wait, what? Oh, my producer says no, it's Lutefisk Fest. Lutefisk Fest. Lutefisk Fest. Lutefisk Fest. Oh, I can give you the lipstick then.
Oh.
This stuff never comes off, by the way. Anyways.
No?
Not so good. What should we call our booth?
We
got the green Jello.
Oh, the green Jello.
You put in the shredded carrots. Put it in the bunk pan to make it a circle. What rhymes with circle?
Urkel.
And you dance just like a Steve Urkel. You got me cheese. You got me cheese. Laura got me cheese.
Whoa! Wait, I'm going the wrong way. I'm not very smart. I pulled it this way and then I go this way.
Left, right. Oh.
So if I pull this, I have to go with it. But I was doing this.
I know.
Wait.
And that's how you got kicked out of mime school. You got put in every box by accident.
And I was talking too much.
It's the it's the wind.
Caw.
Oh, I can be a mime.
Mime your own business. Oh, you can?
This is real.
Really?
Uh-huh. My son
pretty.
brought home like 3 dozen roses. And he put them in his bathroom.
That's pretty.
It's normal, right?
Yep. It's the bathroom where you can't use the toilet.
That's right. You can tinkle off the deck and like it.
And you're going to like it.
Oh, my goodness. Where'd you go, Edna?
Oh, I just spaced out because, oh, sorry. I'm just thinking about.
What's your program on?
My program? Yeah, it's 11 a.m. here, and it's time for me to watch As the World Turns.
Oh, so are you skipping the mahjong today?
Yeah, I lost the last 2 games. I don't know why. Some of those gals in that group just aren't very nice. The mahjong, they get so competitive. Have you found that?
50 cents is 50 cents.
And I even add up, I even up it. Maybe my wealth intimidates them because I put in $1.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me. I put in $1 and people found out it was me and then they got mad. They thought I was bragging.
Well, Franny's got issues with money.
That she has it or doesn't have it?
Franny's got issues with money. That she doesn't have it and that she doesn't want it. So therefore, she doesn't use soap.
Oh.
And she's got issues like that. She says that she doesn't need the money. I don't even know why she comes to mahjong.
Oh, probably is that why she sits at a table by herself? Oh, what, huh?
Just for the crackers and the snacks.
Oh, I like the lutefisk plate.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's because you make it.
Yeah, and then I put some Jell-O on it. So good.
Tell me about your grandma's ambrosia salad.
Oh, the ambrosia salad. And I'm so happy that you like the salad. It's got, it's such the right proportion of the marshmallows and canned pineapple. And there's something else that's pink in there. And I can't remember what it is. It's
those maraschino cherries.
Maraschino cherries. That's right. Maraschino cherries.
It's not always easy to get those colored marshmallows.
What about the marshmallows?
It's hard to get those colored ones. When you get those little green ones, those little pink ones, a little yellow all together in the bag.
You know what I do? I steal my granddaughter's Lucky Charms and I use those instead. That adds a pop of color.
Oh, I like a pop of color.
Yeah. Pop of color. I get them at the Jewels.
Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't it? Sorry. It's not a funny matter. I'm sorry.
No, because you were stealing from the kid, and that's probably something that should be addressed at some point.
Well, I earned the money from the church, from folding the newsletters before I got fired.
But that time you got the cut on your finger and you just bled on all of them, they thought it was the blood of you-know-who. Oh. That was a popular service.
And that was fun. You and I then convinced the whole congregation that I was Jesus and you were my brother.
That's right. Yep. Little Billy.
Jesus and Billy.
Little Billy.
Starting next Sunday, we're going to have our own service, the Jesus and Billy service.
Yeah.
So
once your scab healed up, they didn't respect you as much.
No, because if I had more marks on my hands, I would have been able to,
I know.
More Jesus integrity.
That's true.
But then instead, they just gave me this.
Hell yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, church is hard. Church is hard.
Yeah, sometimes you're not allowed to just talk and just break out in song or rap. I do enjoy a rap once in a while. And they say, shh. And then they're like, not enjoying it. So I need to go where the people appreciate it. Flavor Flav. Jesus and Billy, says Kay. Oh, there's the clock. So what sounds like a swear, Kay? Jesus and Billy. Oh, yeah, like you're saying, oh, Jesus H, you know what?
Oh, Jesus and Billy.
Oh, Jesus and Billy.
Oh, for crying out loud, Jesus and Billy.
Oh, for farting in church, Jesus and Billy. Get in the house.
For farting in church. Oh, let's see. Oh, for ketone vegan mayonnaise.
I always thought that the 3 of the months in the year sounded like calling a little girl in for dinner. April, May, June, you get in here and eat your mac and cheese.
Wednesday, you go home to your own house.
Your ma's making fried bologna sandwiches. You don't want to miss it.
Bologna, open face.
Hockey sticks.
Open face bologna sandwich in the toaster oven. Wonder bread. Wonder bread.
What's the flavor of your bread? I wonder about your bread. Hey, isn't your dog named Fred? Flavor in the house. My mom made a sandwich of a mouse. A little sandwich mouse. Oh! Gotta take my meds. While Edna's gone, I'm going to tell you all about... Oh, there you are.
Here he is. Yeah, put a little light on the subject there.
Oh. So, tell me how your exercise class is going with the gals.
It's good. I let out a toot this morning.
No.
I did.
They say that's a blessing.
Well, I did blame it on Jesus.
And Billy.
And Billy, yeah, because I'm not sure Jesus ever washed his robe. So I just blamed it on him. Because it was an exercise class in the basement of the church. They love it when I reference
it's nice and cool down there, but it is a little damp. It's a little moist.
Are we talking about the...
It's a little moist in the basement. Oh, Jesus and Billy, maybe that sounded bad. Oh, forgive me. I shouldn't say it's moist in the basement. Oh, but...
Oh, Martha.
But I did.
Cry so.
I've been learning how to prancercise. Hey, is that your taxes you're using? What you got? Oh, not from the nose back to the eye. You'll give yourself the pink eye. Yeah. Oh, Jesus and Billy, keep your snot out of your eyeballs. Oh, jeez. We lost Edna.
Why do you make me cry so?
That's all your fun leaking out.
Oh, I think I've been redeemed.
Yeah, we've been learning how to prancercise. Have you seen that? It's like you do it like the horse, and you trot along the horse and you go down the trail. Those people are very happy. Do you know who else is very happy? People who teach you how to do the neti pot. Have you ever looked up the YouTubes on how to neti pot? Oh, they're a happy lot. I don't know anybody who smiles while they're pouring salt water through their nasal cavities. Oh, you smile. You smile. Let's see. It's kind of like this is my neti pot.
Oh.
You just go.
Oh, I got a neti pot then.
I'm a little neti pot, short and stout. Oh, yeah. Okay, do it. I will give you a paper dollar if you make the water come out the other side. Nope. No, this and this. In and out.
I'm a lady.
Oh, we're just talking sinuses. I'm a lady.
Cases, whoa, Nettie. Oh, geez. Did you know my real identity?
Oh. Whoa. Did you get a cape?
No, just the award for best ambrosia salad.
Oh, the ambrosia. There we are.
Oh. did. You won. Oh, I still have part of Edna.
Oh, I did win.
See, when I laugh, my nose runs.
Yeah, same here. So tell me why in old movies this was a toothache.
Exactly.
What is that? How is that a tooth? How does this help your tooth?
Is? You know what this is?
What?
This is me trying to do that.
Let's see if we can match.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do something else with this off camera and come back on. Ready?
Okay. All right.
3.
Yep.
2. 1. Danielson, snatch the peddler from my hand. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay.
Off camera. I can't get off camera. Just wait.
Okay. So much pressure. I'm not looking.
I'm not looking.
Sharon and Kay can tell if we're looking.
That's right. I would not lie to Kay and Sharon. 3.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
1. We didn't match, but you're cute.
You're cute too. Very similar.
It's really tight.
I could do you now.
How? No, I got it in here too. See?
Oh. You got super fancy.
Have you seen those videos where they show like 47 ways to tie a scarf? I've actually watched through the whole thing and still went, nah. Right, and now I'm going to cut bangs.
Are you really?
No. What would you give me? Oh, get the kudos.
So just right there, I demonstrated that I can be a little gullible. Which reminds me, one of my nieces. What is that?
Hello? Hello? Where did Rady go?
I thought
Why
that
didn't
was
you tell me?
I just noticed that now. Okay, I got one for you. Chew.
What was that?
Chew.
Oh, jeez. I'm a fly.
Yes, you are.
I'm super fly.
I'm Flava Flav.
So I can drive my husband crazy in general, but I almost always have a harmonica at the ready, and I can't play.
I think you can play.
Dragnet. Nope, just blue boogers in it. Okay, that all happened.
Nope. I like your nope.
Ooh.
What?
What? Oh, come on now.
Oops, it broke.
They do though. They're cheap, but this one has a little key ring. You're getting very sleepy.
What happened?
You are for too sleeping.
And this is probably what. Oh, now what'd you find?
Now I can't play the harmonica though. No, that didn't happen.
So where'd Lisa go? I don't recognize.
Where'd her go?
Where'd she go?
Where'd her go?
I don't even know. I couldn't even recognize you when you had that clown nose on. I didn't even recognize you.
Usually people clap. And then I have a little pet monkey who comes out and dances on my arm. And his name is Chi-Chi.
I'll make this dance while you play.
Oh.
You kind of told a little fib. You can play.
No, I'm just blowing. So if you want, I will send you my journal I made.
Ooh, that's really cool. What is that?
What ifs and why nots?
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
that's journal cool. Of creative cues to help unravel the stuck moments. I didn't ever put it on Amazon, but I just had it locally printed. So you tell me when to stop and I'll read to you what I have in there.
Stop.
Hot tuna. No, it's that's Kay's joke. Connect with a family member, friend, or mentor you've been thinking about, and don't put it off. So one side is lined, and then the other one is just blank, and then it has a quote. And if there's no name by it, that's just out of my own head. I'll do one more.
Stop.
Creativity is aerobics for your brain. Use it or lose it.
Bok bok.
Bok bok. Bok bok, Easter Bunny.
Bok bok.
So here's a quote from a real person, not just me. Great work is not a solo act. You need to draw on the wisdom, experience, and compassion of those around you. You need to welcome others on your journey. Michael Bungay Stanier. So they're just all like creative tips, like, oh, I'm stuck on this writing project, and I don't know. You know, I need to mix it up a little bit. And then you go, are you supporting yourself? Go have a pep talk with yourself in the mirror and toss in a compliment. Let me see your pep talk, Jules. Oh, you're sweet. Let me see your pep talk.
My pep talk?
To you.
Ooh.
Be awesome.
Be awesome.
I'm awesome.
I think it would go something like this. You're doing a great job. You got a lot accomplished, and keep going.
And damn it, you're cute. I'm cute.
Oh, and I'm cute. Thanks.
That's you. Yes.
What I would like to do is, would people be able to buy that if they want to?
Oh yeah, I'm just doing them through me. It's so I still did an ISBN number, but I never went through Amazon on this like I did my book.
And I'll post a link on that.
Yeah, that's not what I was doing. I was just being playful, I promise. But
I know, but I'm yes-anding the heck out of that.
You're sweet. I'm a spiral person. And I was very excited to find a local guy who can do the, this way. So yeah, I'm going to send you one, Jules.
Thank you.
I mean, if you want it, if that's horrifying you, then I won't. But
no, I'm honored. And I'm also, how should people get in touch with you if they wanted to order one? Would they?
Oh, you're so sweet. Just Facebook Messenger is great.
Yeah. Contact her via Facebook Messenger. And
if you say you saw it here, I will pay for the shipping.
Ooh.
Dum, dum, dum.
Flava Flav.
Flava Flav.
And then to order Lisa's book, Laughs on Rye, go to Amazon.
Yeah. The Amazons.
The Amazons. The Amazonians.
Yeah, in my book is one of the things that I started a project in Bravery, and it's serious selfies with strangers. And
that's brilliant.
Just so silly. And so I'll meet somebody and ask them to be in a selfie. And then when we get ready to be in the selfie, then I say, oh, and wait, we can't smile. So I really ask you guys to try this sometime. Right now is not a good time to be around people. So, but you can even try it with your family that is at home. Just try and do a serious selfie where you're looking in the camera with the person. I keep getting mixed up on this.
Yeah, me too.
And it's opposite. And then you're telling the person.
Oh, should we do one? Should we do one?
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
Okay, before you do that, I'm going to get, I have the link for your book. There's a link to Lisa's book.
Thank you. Wow, you are magical. Yeah, my book is full of short snippets of growing up in an alcoholic home, a challenging home, and how I found humor and how humor actually saved my life. And I ended up in a comedy troupe. It's full of true stories and also really quick hits of just fun pranks and just what it was like for my kids to grow up with a wackadoo. So that's all they know, though. What are they going to compare it to? A real mom? I don't think so. So, did Elizabeth Warren take my selfie idea? I didn't know Liz was doing it, so yes, she did. Wow, Liz, copy much? I do have some of my pictures in my book, so we'll have to compare with Miss Warren. Didn't know she was doing that. Thank you, Kay. So yeah, I've got some of those pictures in that book, but of course on my Facebook page you can see all the stuff I do. My latest serious selfie was yesterday, and a media person was talking to our chief of police, and when he went to go load up his car, I was on my lunch break walking, and so I stopped him. So I did a distance selfie, and so I'm kind of talking loud across the parking lot. Hey, can we get a picture together? And he's like, yeah, sure. And then I said, and we can't smile. So I stood, regular, and he was back by his car. It was rather funny. It's so nice because people are pretty open to it. And what I didn't expect is all the connections I would get. I have actual friendships out of meeting on the street like that. So it goes to show you, if your head is out of your phone and you engage with people, that conversations can happen. Just like how we met at a conference and stayed connected. Anybody can stay connected if you just start talking. Then they found it, they tagged themselves on Facebook, or they found it in my book. It's just really fun. It was the unexpected part.
And I think what would happen, I'm guessing, let's say you had serious selfies with a group of 3 people, maybe from the same family. Then when they're driving home, they're talking about that. And whether or not they had been talking that much about their days anyway, but they now have a new experience together. They have something else they can talk about and laugh about. And it's very possible that right now, and I just got chills, that right now, when all those people that you have come in contact with and made those connections through the serious selfies, they're probably in their homes right now talking about that. You know what? They're having dinner and they're saying, let's talk about some fun times that we've had. Remember when we met that wackadoo? So I guess my point is you're creating good, happy memories with people, and they're trickling out. You just you have to know that.
That's so kind, and thank you. And that's the same thing you do when you're spreading your joy, because when you get stuck, some people certainly knew you were messing, because there would be people hanging in the far away watching what was going on. And so that is a great message to wrap up with, is how contagious humor can be and what a connector humor is.
Yeah.
And it's, raise up your endorphins, lower your blood pressure, and just share and connect. That's really what it's about. And, the way we played characters tonight, you guys can do that in your living rooms. You can do that, like Julie says, around the table, any of that. It's affordable fun. You don't have
with anything that you have in your closet.
Really is funny. Yeah. And that's what you challenge somebody. You say, go to your room and put on some silly outfit and come out and we'll take pictures. I mean, it's very affordable. And everybody's spring cleaning now anyways.
What's that? I'm sorry. I jumped on.
No, I just said everybody's spring cleaning anyways. You might as well play up with all your stuff you're dragging out of your closets.
True. We have a whole corner of clothes that we're giving away. So
yes.
please don't encourage me to take those out of those bags, because I'll say, oh, it does fit me, sort of.
I should wear it.
I can't button it.
Yeah.
No. I can get my arms in it.
We did the same. We cleaned out all of our closets over the weekend, and now you can't donate anywhere, but so it's out in the garage at least.
Yep.
Are you serious, Alfie?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll count down.
One other thing I was going to say about the dressing up, and when you and I would always play, it's just like when I was a kid. And with my friends, we would use our imagination and play.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
and we all have imagination. You know, Julie is a professional improv artist. I've done improv. And when I go and speak, I always say, who here does improv? Well, Julie would have to raise her hand. Many people don't raise their hand, but then I remind you, you're a teacher, you're a wife, you're a child, you have children, you have a spouse, or you have a boss, you have a coworker. Anybody does improv. Everybody does improv, because in the moment you have to come up with that answer. And Julie's speaking program is that way. Your speaking program is that way.
It's all about. My book is called Life is Improv.
Yes. So that kind of connects to what I'm saying.
Oh God, absolutely. Oh God.
If I said to you, I don't do improv and I don't do speaking, and what if I don't know an answer to what they ask me? What would I do?
You're giving a present. What advice I would give if you're
if I came to you and I said, I'm going to speak, but what if they ask me something and I don't have the answer? What am I going to do?
Oh, I love this prompt, because when people are asked a question, even people who are so incredibly experienced, knowledgeable, educated, or doctors, that happens with them too. It's about the fear of looking like they don't know fear of looking stupid. I teach them the art of yes and, because when someone asks a question, it could be, I see you're asking a question about this, or thank you for asking that question. I don't have all of the information about that, but let's make sure we have a conversation about it afterward. Or the presentation could then turn into a little bit of a discussion. You know, as a speaker, you've got to make sure you reel everybody in. But for those couple of minutes, you could say, oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, Lisa and I were talking about that earlier. And Lisa, I know you shared that you would be welcome. You'd be open to sharing some of your findings. So do you want to share that with the group? So it's a way of, it's not, if somebody asks you a question you don't know, you don't have to automatically go into, oh my gosh, I'm stupid, I don't know the answer. Utilize the yes and in acknowledging that person, and then finding a way to come up with that answer, either with somebody else, or you know what, let's talk about it later. But please don't say offline.
No, don't say that. What that tells me is, as a speaker myself, that advice is golden, because it's taking it off my back that I am on all the time. It gives me permission to say, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. You're not only saying that gives me a second to rethink what they asked, but it's also letting the audience be smart. And the best audience doesn't want to be drilled into, they want to feel smart as well. And that's the same for your Facebook audience, your LinkedIn audience. If you make your audience in general feel smart, and your advice on that, Julie, is giving that speaker permission to turn it over to the audience in the slightest way to say, that was good. I'm going to come back to you on that, because nobody's asked me that one before. I like that. It's such a feel-good way to answer. I really like that.
And I like what you had said about, instead of talking down, I don't even think you said talking down, but your hands being pointed down.
Yeah.
How many times have you gone to a presentation where
there's a spoof on a TED Talk that is outrageously hilarious, and the man only comes out and says, I'm crossing the stage. I'm coming to the stage. I'm putting my hands together now, so you know I'm going to make a point. And it's one of the funniest spoofs I've ever seen. I acknowledge you, and now I'm pausing. And it's just the silliest thing, but it's that kind of speaker makes you feel like, oh, I have to praise you and hang on every word, even though I don't know what you just said.
Yes, let me see if I can find a year or two ago when I did an Ignite Chicago talk, kind of like a TED Talk, but it was Ignite Chicago. Similar format. We had 5 minutes, 25 slides. And one guy did something very similar. Hilarious. And now I'm going to point to the PowerPoint, and there's going to be an important, poignant phrase. And it said, important, poignant phrase.
That's exactly it.
That was good.
This guy and now I go to my PowerPoint, and there was the earth, and he said, it looks impressive, doesn't it? It's the earth. And then he just switched slides. It's really funny. So Kay is saying something.
She taught to her special education students. They have a few conversation starter phrases. And then she says, I tell them that everyone likes you when you give them a chance to talk.
Oh, yeah. That's the other part of improv. It's huge in my world of improv with my team because I've been with them for so long. The main core, it's listening and trust. Mm-hmm. So those are amongst the big parts. So to being heard, you have to in improv, because if you notice, Julie and I never said the word no, because if she would have said, I'm making the green jello, and I would have said, no, you're not. You're making strawberry parfait. Boom, just close that moment. Mm-hmm. And that's true in the office. That's true with your relationships. If you shut them down, you don't necessarily have to go with everything, but don't shut them down. If I say, no, you aren't, now Julie's stuck going, oh, how do you follow up when somebody just told you no?
I'll just sit here and I won't say anything.
It's just going to be awkward for a little bit. Yeah, because I guess you don't want to talk about green jello, so that kind of sucks. Serious selfie, because I'm still holding my phone.
And Kay says thank you. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, we've been talking for quite a bit. An hour and 15. Whoa!
What? Is that a record?
15. You've been trying to do this photo for a while, so I will oblige, and then we'll say sayonara.
The thing about trying a serious selfie is definitely with somebody you don't know. It's silly because you're trying to be serious, and it's just a great moment that gets people involved in the laughter, and you share in that moment, and you walk away feeling a little bit lighter. So that's the reason I ask you to try it. All right. So I'll give a countdown, and Julie, you definitely have a serious face on.
Yeah. This is my photobomb. This is also my photobomb face.
Let me see. Oh, it's very stoic. You look like you know something secretive. It's like a secret. All right. 3, 2. How do you feel now?
I feel weird. I all of a sudden feel sad.
Oh, no. Usually because you're such a good actress, it's not the same. But with real people, they would, it's kind of, but seriously, because you're with somebody and you're just laughing, it's like they don't expect that.
So how'd we do? How'd the photo?
Yeah, I'm trying to move it quick.
Look at, it's like I'm trying to peek over your shoulder.
Oh, don't copy. Stop trying to copy.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like our middle school yearbook.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to insult you.
No, I know I look young.
Okay, next time we'll bring out our yearbooks.
All right, so one more scarf.
One more scarf. I got a different one. Yep.
Oh, you have a different scarf?
I have a different scarf. Ooh, I'll use this one. Oh, it's so hard.
This is good TV right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's kind of cute. I'm kind of 80s. That's going to help with your nose runs.
Mm-hmm.
You should go on Shark Tank. Now I'll be Lori at Shark Tank. You're going to give me your pitch about how many you're going to make and how much money you need.
Okay. Can you do some intro music?
Yes, I can. Welcome to Shark Tank. Today we have a very special guest. Her name is Nancy McFly. Nancy, tell us how much money you need and what is your invention. I'm going to look at you like I don't give a crap.
Hi, Sharks. My name is Nancy McFly. I'm coming here with a great product that you can't pass up to invest in. Have you ever had an issue with putting your hair back and covering your mouth and your drippy nose? I have the perfect solution for you. I have now the scarf that covers it all. Sharks, I'm asking for $250,000 plus 10% of the share of my company. We've sold 10 of these, and we hope to be selling more in more counties. Thank you for your time.
Okay, and I have a question. You've sold 10. Is that all to family members?
9 family members, 1 former teacher.
And by family members? Oh. And by family members, I did see it was on your Beagle, your little Beagle. I saw that on Facebook. Your Beagle wears one of those.
Right.
Okay. So what I'm not feeling for my QVC shops is that you didn't rhyme issue and tissue. So I think we're going to have to catchphrase it, but I could see this. I could see marketing this. I could see right by my
I'd
my
like to hear
polo.
the other offers, please.
Oh, let me get Kevin. Is he the bald one?
He is today.
I'm Mr. Money. And I think
Kevin, I'd like, what is your offer?
I think 10% is too high.
Would you take, how about 8%? I mean, 8%. Wait, I think we're going backward.
Oh, I do
Wait,
have.
I'm supposed to get the 10%? Okay.
Hey, can you pause it? Can you come and be a shark for Shark Tank? That guy that you can do. Okay, never mind. What do I do? You're that guy on Shark Tank.
Which one?
That one that you look like.
The one that I look like? Who the hell is that supposed to be?
What's his name? What's that other guy's name on Shark Tank?
Oh, that one guy.
Mark? He owns...
Oh, Mark Cuban.
Is that him?
Yeah, you're Mark Cuban, Todd.
Jesus, I can't.
Just listen to her offer.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Mark.
She's selling her scarf that also is a...
This is my... Yeah, Mark, thank you for taking the time to listen to me. I have a scarf that's going to help with beauty and snot protection. I'm asking for $250,000 and 10% of the company.
10% of the company. That's what you want, or that's what I get?
I'm confused about this whole thing.
Okay, here's what I would tell you. All right? No way, unless I get 98% and you pay me $5 every time you sell one of them. It's a great deal. Going once, going twice.
I'm gonna pass.
Say yes.
Bet.
You want to say yes?
Bet.
Say yes.
Bet.
Say yes.
Bet.
Is it? Yes.
My screen froze.
So we got a deal?
Did she freeze? You got me. I thought she did freeze. Mark, yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm taking all of these for my QVC store. She's going to be right next to Mr. Pillow, My Pillow, and the Squatty Potty.
Okay, well, you do well with that deal you just blew. There you go. Nice job. See you later.
You own too many teams anyway.
Oh.
No idea.
I think our show is concluded. What do you think?
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was fun. Okay.
Poor guy, I pulled him out of it. He's working on a video project. I'm like, come and be Mark from Shark Tank.
I think I heard him say, "What the hell?"
Yeah, he goes, "What?" I know. He's doing like training videos. Oh my god. Anyways,
okay, I think we're done. What do you think?
He is quite the Mark Cuban, though, isn't he?
He is. He really is. Do you think this is a good way to end the show? I think we're done.
Yeah, I know we ran long, but you know what? That is a Julie and Lisa thing. So yes. I know you've got places to go get stuck.
I do. I think it could be. I'll work on that.
Okay, thank you. Kate and Sharon were awesome helping out.
Thank you both. Oops. Thank you, Boof.
Thanks, Boofs.
Thank Boofs. Woo! Oh. Okay. Moi.
Yes. Thanks for the workout.
This was fun.
Oh, so great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So fun.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Talk later.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Martha.